Hello and welcome to Tech Circle. I'm Vignesh Anantraj, and in this video we will explore 5 ways in which technology can help retail get back on track and adapt to the new normal in a post-COVID-19 scenario. Although the lockdown has been eased to an extent in India, the fear of COVID-19 along with the economic downturn has turned the retail industry on its head, and retail businesses are trying hard to adapt to newer and sustainable ways to ensure business continuity. But exactly how bad has the retail been affected by the lockdown? A survey by the Retail Association of India showed that more than 150 retailers witnessed 80 to 90% less sales as compared to previous year's sales in April and May. Another survey by the same association showed that the outlook towards retail is set to be gloomy, at least for the immediate future. What did the study reveal? 67% of consumers showed little or no excitement in shopping post the lockdown. 78% said their shopping expenditure would decrease. 75% said they would prefer to buy online than offline. 57% wanted minimal interaction with staff. 30% said they would love to try virtual trial rooms. Now, all of these numbers point towards the necessity for retail to adapt technology and take the digital route. Let us look at a list of 5 ways in which technologies can help the retail industry drive more revenue in a post-COVID-19 world. Number 1. Augmented reality. Augmented reality or AR is a technology that brings together the real and the virtual worlds through videos, 3D models or other formats using smartphones, PCs or tablets.
One of the problems with visual browsing online today is that the information density is not as high as visually browsing products in a store. In categories like clothing, fashion apparel, furniture, shoes, even glasses. Being able to see the product on yourself is extremely important, or being able to see the product in the environment in which it will be placed is also extremely important.
Now, in the post-COVID situation, this is going to be one of the critical elements because now we are talking about more of touchless and less of physical connect kind of a world. Okay, so purely from a market perspective, if you look at, we are looking at in between the time frame of 20 to 24. We are looking at almost 125 billion in terms of the numbers as far as this market opportunity is concerned. Okay.
A simple example would be providing a virtual mobile experience to customers by assisting them in the buying process as they walk inside the store through real-time information such as price, location of the product, expiry, description, as well as alternate product suggestions. Other uses of AR includes improving navigation around the warehouse as well as creation of virtual retail stores that can reduce the need for long lines and high inventory costs. Number 2 is retail logistics technologies. Now, owing to the restrictions being placed in retail, there is a sudden shift to online shopping that has added immense pressure on distribution and logistics networks.
The major drivers for this market are going to be increasing focus on continued supply of essential commodities. Logistic management perspective, they must focus on allocating a lot of higher capacity to the high demand items, and expansion of fulfillment return options become crucial to meet the customer demands during this particular period.
This is where logistics technologies can help online merchants address products that have a low profit turnover because of high delivery costs and other supply chain issues.
Now, for an online consumer placing the order, they would want to ensure that the consumer is serviced by the inventory that is closest to the consumer. Now, this does 2 things, right? One is it enables a much higher level of customer experience because hopefully that delivery will happen much faster. So as opposed to a consumer waiting for 2 to 3 days for a typical e-commerce shipment, they may even get it in the same day if it's being serviced from a store that is a few kilometers away, right? Secondly, it has the potential of significantly bringing down the logistics cost as well.
Through logistics technology, retailers can see different delivery modes under a single transportation platform. For example, they can make delivery choices according to the new orders coming in to a specific place and understand which orders are already to be delivered there and deliver them both together, hence saving on high transportation costs. And third are plug-and-play SaaS retail solutions. Now, SaaS solutions are the rage in every industry and not just retail. This is because it is cost-effective and removes the need to hire more people because the cloud-based software can do it for you.
Right, and most SaaS applications by default, they offer for seamless disaster recovery. which again helps businesses maintain operations during times like the COVID crisis. The other thing that is obviously helping the move towards cloud applications is the growth of supporting technologies like microservices architecture, virtualization technologies, and AI and ML applications. Right now, using these, SaaS applications continue to be very easy to deploy.
Retailers who decide to make the transition to SaaS can look forward to bettering the customer experiences, transform underlying business processes, and also provide their employees with more efficient working methods.
So SaaS players are essentially responding to the customer request for a lot of areas, like let's say payment term flexibility. Now they're talking about, let's say, billing frequency flexibility, or a short-term payment holidaying, or credits and trials, extended grace period, because this is basically to do with the cash flow of the system. So they are really trying to work around some of these nuances.
Now, fourth is integrated inventory management. Inventory management software is a software system that can be used for tracking inventory levels, orders, sales, and deliveries in retail.
The tracking of demand trends will be very, very critical to ensure that stock levels match your customer needs. You cannot now really talk about planning based on your historical data or let's say last year data, because it has got no meaning in a post-COVID kind of situation. And this quick demand planning, or a dynamic demand planning, or agile demand planning can be achieved through an integrated inventory management.
Now retailers have to make sure that they put in place an omni-channel strategy in order to give the audience a totally integrated and consistent brand experience, even as they move across devices and channels. This can be accomplished by having an enterprise-wide and centralized inventory management system, which can help in providing a unified experience for customers and can also help the retailers monitor, refresh, and restock inventory in a faster manner while still keeping a close watch on the pricing.
Most retailers have realized that the end state is omnichannel, right? I think everybody realizes that you need to be where your consumers are. You need to allow them to transact with you wherever the consumers are. If they're comfortable doing it on social media, you should allow for transactions to happen there. If they're comfortable doing it online, you should allow it to happen there. If they are much more comfortable walking to a store, you need to allow for transactions there. Before the COVID crisis, 95% of a retailer's revenue came from offline stores. Right? Maybe 3 to 5% came from aggregators, and less than 2% came from their own online operations. But that is set to change significantly. Now retailers are realistically talking about 10 to 15% of their revenue coming from online sources, including their own brand website as well as aggregator stores. And that's likely to increase to 20%. And we are already seeing this data from places like the US.
And fifth is retail marketing analytics. Now, COVID-19 has made retailers have a close relook at how they approach marketing strategies, as well as understand their customer needs better. This is where retail marketing analytics can help by leveraging advanced data analytics and help gather data from social media channels as well to develop a comprehensive customer profile.
Retailers have to be very careful when they start liquidating inventory. Right now, obviously, one of the easiest ways to liquidate inventory is through attractive offers and discounts. Right, but they would want to use analytics to help them navigate this scenario. Right, to help them really pinpoint items which are not moving, which they need to maybe discount higher than the rest. Right, rather than discounting items across the board.
With the help of marketing analytics, retailers can analyze multiple data sources while designing customized marketing campaigns that can ultimately lead to more sales. Benefits include increase in the shopping frequency of customers, increase in loyalty, increased sales revenues, optimization of marketing resources, as well as improving overall efficiencies of marketing operations.